Good morning from Peachtree City, Georgia. It's Karen, Scott, and Radar. And as we promised you, as we anticipate the new CD coming out next Tuesday, Zac Brown is sitting with us, too.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Thanks for the invite, buddy. This is awesome.
Man, my pleasure.
It's been 2 days of incredible things happening to us. The only disappointment I told Karen this morning is coming down Peachtree Lane is I haven't seen one peach tree. Can you tell us exactly where the peach trees are in Peachtree City?
Yeah, there's not a lot of peach trees in Peachtree City. And in my opinion, in Georgia, there's a town called Lula, and Lula, Georgia, has the best peaches that I've ever had.
How far away is that, and can we get there before the airport?
I know, right? It's a few hours away, and peach trees they have to be really protected. They have to be they could get a fungus that can just completely wipe them out. I had an old one on my property, and it was there forever, and just one day it was gone. It was dead as a hammer. So. They're not quite as hardy just to grow in the backyard as some other stuff is, but there's some amazing orchards in Georgia.
You have so much going on, Zac. How is it? Do you have people that like plan out everything? I mean, how do you keep track of all these different things that we had no idea you did?
I have a lot of great people. I mean, this place and what we do in the camp, everything is a testament to the tribe of people that we have. And it's really a tribe.
It is.
Yeah.
Southernground.com is the website. If you just want to get a taste of what goes on, not only in this facility, but in Zac Brown's world, the knives really struck a chord with me. Because I've loved having knives ever since I was a little kid. But you actually make your knives out of old sawmill blades?
Some of our knives they're made out of repurposed old mill saw blades. And that's because the steel, after being heated and cooled so many times when it was actually in use, makes the steel superior. So a lot of them are old German steel from the 1920s.
In the restaurant, I mean, everything from the knives, the restaurant, the tables, which are gorgeous, the wood tables. And the thing that we know is closest to your heart, we got a chance to see, and that is the camp.
The camp. Mm-hmm.
And, boy, when that thing is finished, Zac, it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm excited. And it's a great time. The furniture shop here has really been spooling up. We've been adding a lot of equipment and getting ready because we'll make a lot of the furniture that goes in the camp as well.
You were not only a camper as a kid, you were a camp counselor.
I was, and then a staff member. Lived at camp for 3 full summers and worked there. Had a different, was there for the full 10 weeks, and it changed my life being a camper and being there. And I knew when I was younger that this is something I wanted to do. You get a chance to instill things in a child in a week that they may not have ever been able to come to camp before, or even be around things that work the way they should, or relationships that work the way they should, and just giving them a glimpse into that and letting them hold on to it can completely change their life.
Do you have any of those old camp songs jingle around in your head from when you were?
I played a gazillion of them. Gazillion. I was always leading music at camp.
And music is just one of the things at this camp that we're talking about. It's like 400 acres. It is like on steroids, as we were told. It's going to be amazing when it's finished, and it's open to kids from all over. It's not just kids in this area, which is really nice. Yesterday we world premiered "Love You Easy." And I got to tell you, it was like hearing the Commodore. The whole album, the new CD, is like seeing you in concert because it's like every different kind of genre of music.
I think the people that have been to our concert, it's not going to be surprising for. I think the people that have just heard the songs that have been on the radio, that it might be surprising, but I hope that'll bring them to the show to actually see it.
Speaking of the show, you're coming to Summerfest again. It's becoming an annual thing. The big gig on the lakefront. We're going to be happy to have you back there. Now, are you? I heard that you're really getting into electric guitar. Are we going to see that in action?
Yeah,
in Milwaukee.
We've been shedding and been working on it. I just a few days ago played the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. I played with Tom Morello, and so we had kind of a gun-blazing guitar solo together on that song. We did a Paul Butterfield song, but it was an incredible night. Ringo Starr is being inducted by Paul McCartney, and Stevie Wonder's inducting Bill Withers, and just on and on. It's just an unbelievable night of music. Stevie Ray Vaughan got inducted on that night. So coming off some of my guitar, this is my year, and my promise to myself, too, to really push and practice my guitar a lot more than I have in the past.
Can't wait to hear it. And by the way, Stevie Wonder's playing the amphitheater the night before you are. I don't know if you can get in early, but that'd be fun.
He's ridiculous.
It is. I've spent a New Year's Eve seeing one of his concerts, and it was amazing. Is there anybody that, you've named a lot of big names that even you say, I know you're like, all these people.
I was backing up Ringo and Paul McCartney on the stage with
How does that feel in
everybody
your
on
stomach?
stage. It's unbelievable.
Butterflies.
And people don't associate with the Beatles with country, but McCartney did a Nashville song. I mean, those guys are, even the Stones. They're all into country or at least blues, Southern blues, going way back.
Yeah, for sure. And diverse. You know, the Beatles' White Album is one of the first CDs that I ever had, and fully digested that when I was little. You know. And,
That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
With that album.
On this album, on Jekyll and Hyde, there's songs about everything, too. We talked about the style of music, but there's songs about the military. There's a song about your daughters, or just dads and their daughters. Talk about that song.
Yeah, that song's really personal to me. And ever since I found out I was having a girl, I've been preparing myself to give her away, just knowing that's going to come one day. And that's really what that song's about. But I've got until they're of age, and that's that time. I'm their man, and I love getting to be their man. I absolutely love the time that I get to spend with them, and you know, being solid for them is so important to me. Is, you know, them knowing and having a solid dad, because I guarantee you there's not a lot of strip clubs out there with a lot of girls that had real good dads in them. Not to say that that's anything bad about their character, about their thing, but it just kind of lets you know what. You know, I want to make sure that I'm the best dad that I can possibly be, and that's the song.
What are their ages?
8, 7, 5, 4, and almost a year.
You have a lot of
11
weddings
months.
to pay for. I'm just going to say that right now.
do.
When they start getting up to those ages.
Are you done adding to the family?
As far as I know, we're not planning on having any more. We really didn't plan on having any of them. They just kept coming and kept coming. I like my wife a lot.
I'm going to throw some props at Shelly, because she has a jewelry line coming out in the fall, and I saw some of it, some of the bracelets, and purses, or is it shoes?
Both.
Man,
Both. Yeah,
Zac,
and all American-made stuff here. Yeah.
You're like the best husband ever. You not only let her buy it, she makes it.
Yeah, and she's really talented. She's really great at it. It's not like a passion. I've had friends say, "Oh, it's nice you let your wife do this." I'm like, no, my wife's a badass. She's really good at what she does.
That's cool.
So you have this whole stable of projects here at Southern Ground. Are there other things in the works, or are there things maybe that you've thought about that you thought would be a good idea that didn't pan out?
You know, I think everything within here, a lot of it's scaling everything to get to doing it. The camp's going to be an amazing project to really scale everything up here to help build everything that we need to build for the camp. Is going to energize this building a tremendous amount. And then the other companies that are here all service, you know, I'm going to play music forever until I die. And we have a place here where we can make all of our own stuff and make it on the quality we want, and we can turn it around in the amount of time that we want to. And we can really shake and move and make sure that there's an accountability and a quality that we can control.
Well, when you get your T-shirts at Summerfest on June 28th, they were made right here where we are, because even the merch is made by Zac
That's right.
and his crew.
And that's a rare thing. I mean, if you check concert T-shirts for the most part, a lot of them come from someplace else. It's really cool that you're doing it right here in the US
They do.
of A.
Thanks. And we spend a little bit more on our shirts. So if you buy one of our shirts, you'll actually enjoy wearing it rather than it being like a scratchy, big, giant collar. And those shirts, the big
Soft.
cheap shirts cost like 50 cents or $1 a piece. And
then they sell them for 38.
yeah, with a big picture, you know. So I'm glad. I'm proud to offer our shirts. Cost us a little bit more, but they're stuff that you want to wear.
Well, we're glad you keep giving us really good music to play on FM 106.1. 2 number ones already off Jekyll and Hyde. Zac Brown, thank you for inviting us.
Thank you. My pleasure.